1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the lesson here at Music with Ryan. We're taking a look at the song Where the Soul of the Man Never Dies. We're in the key of D, but of course we have the capo on the 2nd fret and we're working out of C position, which is very common to do. And as you saw and heard, I created 2 arrangements through this tune. It's very short little solos there. And the first time through is more of a Carter style approach, playing the melody right on the head. And the second time, we just get a bit more expressive with some flashes of Tony Rice in there. And again, just overall, a little bit more creative with that melody. I also want to make note real quick that this arrangement is written up for the whole chord progression, okay? So we're going to play the melody 2 times through for the whole chord progression, and you might see and hear this tune done as when someone takes an instrumental, is they do it over like the last 4 bars or so, and they just go 1, 5, 1, and they just play a short little thing, which is pretty common in kind of like old time or gospel music. But again, I just want to make note that I've decided to write out the arrangement for the full melody. We're going to go ahead and start walking through this first arrangement right here on YouTube. We'll put the tabs on the screen. We'll bring the camera on in. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel down there below so you know when more lessons like these come out. And if you want to access the full-length version, download the tabs and the audio tracks. Click the link in the description below to learn how. For now, we're going to start walking through this lesson a bit. Thanks for watching. All right, let's go ahead and start breaking down the first arrangement here. And of course, we have the capo on the 2nd fret here. We're playing out of C position, but sounding the key of D, okay? So let's put the tabs up on the screen. Here's what the first 4 sound like. There's a pickup on beat 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Very straight ahead, very Carter stylish. Okay, so that pickup on beat 3 there, we start on the low string 3rd fret, or the A string, the low A string, C bass note, and then open D. So just 2 quarter notes, 3, 4, and then the next measure 2, 0-2 hammer on the D string, and then a strum. And you see the 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. That essentially just means a strum, and we're gonna hit those highest sounding 3 strings of the chord. You might hit the D string or whatnot, that's okay, but I try to clean things up by just hitting the top half of the chord. So, strum, and then 2-0 pull in the strum. Next measure, we land on the 3rd fret A again, we strum, and then D string, and then G string. And so right here, it's kind of quick. Okay, it's just 2 eighth notes. Not playing, you're not moving anything in the left hand. And then a strum. And then the next measure, open G, strum. And then we're gonna go to the F chord, and the F chord's just for 2 beats right here. So 0-2 hammer on the G, and then we finger the F and we strum. And again, kind of that top half of the F chord. So it's a quick change. It's just 2 beats for the F chord. Okay. All right, so put all 4 of those together. So 1, 2. Next 4 measures up on the screen. Here's what they sound like. Ready, go. And I went on just a little bit there, not pictured on the screen, but so measure 5, we go right back to the C, but we play the open G note is the melody. And we strum the C chord. And we got some double stops here, kind of some thick sounding double stops, and then the B string first fret and the G string open. So don't have to move anything there. So, and then right here, 3 on the D, 0 on the G. So I'm just gonna get my pinky involved. You could use your 3rd finger, but my pinky is, you know, readily available. And then the next measure, do the same thing. Double stops with the D and the G string. Strum. Again. Strum. Now, those kind of, you know, if it's hard or you're kind of doing one louder than the other or whatnot, you can really just do the single strings. And that totally works, right? I just wanted to thicken it up a little bit. Getting more comfortable laying into those double stops a little bit these days. So yeah, I just want to thicken it up and harmonize the melody. And then the next measure. So again, we kind of have that little rhythm where we just, it's just 2 8th notes, but we don't need to move anything. It's D string, A string, 1 and then strum. And then 2 quarter notes here, 2nd on the A, 3rd on the A. Then the next measure, we go to the G chord, but the D note is the melody. So then we strum G, 0 2 hammer on the A, strum, and we'll land on the low string. Pretty common move there. Definitely need to have that in your bag of arsenal there for any kind of, you know, rhythm playing or lead playing. So let me play all 4 of those in context. 2, 3, 4. All right, next 4 measures sound like this. So it's kind of we're picking up or we're ending the first phrase of the progression and then coming into the second phrase. And it's going to be much the same here. There won't be much different until the very end. So we're going to work through maybe just a bit quicker, but okay, all that's darn near the same except for just one little thing. So measure 9, again, we land on the low string 3rd fret, and it's a G chord or, you know, G bass note, and we strum, and we pick back up, 3 on the A, open D. Next measure, 0 2 hammer on the D, strum, 2 0 pull on the D, strum, 3 on the A, strum, and then right here is a little different. D string 2nd fret, and then open G, and we have a little tie in there, right? There's no pick direction below it, and that's what that little symbol is. That's a tie, and so we tie over. We don't play on beat 4. We play on the and of beat 4. So, again, it creates a little syncopation. Right? 3 and 4 and 1. Just kind of work on that little bit right there, because we're going to do it in the second arrangement as well. It's a great little motif, if you will. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and next measure, open G, strum, 0 2 hammer on the G, and then the F chord. I kind of hammer on the whole F at the same time, really. But I'm picking that G string note. So, all 4 of those, ready, go. Okay, then moving on to the last few here of this first arrangement. And I went on again, the downbeat of measure 17 there. But a lot of similar things we've already done, just a little bit different at the end, right? So measure 13, open G, strum. Here's our double stops again. And then that was the G and the B, now the D and the G. Right, 3rd fret D, open string on the G. Then we go down to 2 on the D, strum, 2-0, strum. Going to a G chord, D melody note, strum. And then here's just slightly different. 2-3 hammer on the A, open D, back to 2 on the A, and then 3 on the A. C bass note, strum, 0-2 hammer on D, open G, and then we're gonna go to 1st fret B, not on the screen. Okay, just a little bit of a C run, right? Simple way to end it. And then we'll go on to the second arrangement, a little bit more with some more, you know, Tony Rice flair, right? Just a little bit more of a bluegrass flair. This, you know, first time through, it's, again, kind of in the Carter style, right? We're just playing straight ahead melody and yeah, just trying to make things real nice and state that melody. So those last 4, just in context, one more time. 3, 4. I really like to lay into those double stops. I mean, I don't want to do it too hard, right? But I want them to be just nice and thick, you know, under control. But I like the way that sounds. So let me play through the whole first arrangement for you. You can hear it all go by. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Last note I'll mention just about some chord changes here. You know, I was kind of listening to Tony Rice and Ricky Skaggs do it, and of course Tony adds some chord embellishments, just, you know, not randomly, but just every now and then he'll add like an A minor in there, and again he's just adding some color chords, if you will, to kind of spice things up. But in measure, let's see here, 13, 14, 15. In measure 15, I have a G for a full measure. Some people might play that, C for 2 beats, and then G for 2 beats, and then back to C. The melody won't really change at all, but some people, again, they just do a quicker G chord change there. And I noticed Tony did it sometimes as well, but I just found it easier for teaching just to make it a full measure long, and it just sat better. And I know other people do that as well. So just kind of make note just who you're playing with. You know, hey, some people might shorten it up. Some people might do it a full measure. You just kind of got to agree upon it if you're playing with somebody, or follow along if they're doing it right. But again, the melody won't change, and you can still play that measure. You know, maybe just strum the C instead of strumming the G, but the melody note stays the same. Okay? So any questions, let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch some other videos around me here in the same genre. And yep, that's what's up. I'll see you next time.